Hi guys, Honest EDC again. Finally made myself a camera stand so I can use both hands. It's nice, isn't it? So today I'm going to have a little look at the Maxpedition mini pocket organiser. Although I don't know many people who would carry this in their pocket, certainly on a regular basis. It's quite a chunky little thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside. This is something that I've kind of developed over the last 2 or 3 years to be helpful to myself. So I don't know about you guys. When I first started getting into the EDC hobby, I look at it as a hobby. I know some people will take it more seriously than that, but these are just little bits and bobs that kind of help me get through my day-to-day life. Generally, this little pack will go in my work bag, just sit in the bottom of my work bag, and you know, as I need bits and pieces from it, I can nip in there and get them. I think I will do a pocket dump as well at some point over the next couple of days, just to give an idea of what's with me pretty much all the time. I'm working from home at the moment, so work bag and this little pack, not getting a huge amount of use because I do tend to have doubles or triples of these items knocking around the place, either in the house or in the car. One thing you'll notice different from a lot of these reviews is that I don't have a torch in here or a flashlight. It's just not something that I use. I've not found the use for it, therefore it's not going to take up space in this pack and add extra weight. I've got a torch on the back of my phone, which is perfectly capable of doing any job that I've needed it to. I've got a couple of torches in the car, a small one, a pen light, and also a larger torch as well, just in case I need them if the car broke down or anything like that. So they are in there, but they just don't happen to be in this particular pack. Now, just quickly on the outside, please don't be offended by the morale patch. It is exactly that. It just makes me smile. Tropic Thunder is a funny film, and that's what it's there for. We've got the YKK zips on here, which are very strong, self-lubricating, I believe, but do double check that. Got a little mesh pocket on the front here. The amount of stuff that I cram into here, you can see that it's having a bit of a challenge. So all I've put in there is just a carrier bag, folded that up nice and small and just wedged it in there. So that's there if I need it. For whatever. My carrier bag's handy thing to have. Decent zipper pulls on there, and then it's obviously MOLLE compatible on the back. Chances of me strapping this to a backpack are 0. Also, good little handle on the back. Just grab that, yank it out your bag. Everyone goes on about the box stitching, so I should mention that myself as well. So let's open this little bad boy up. Just got to unstick Robert Downey Jr.'s head. So unzip all the way around. Nice little clamshell opening, and we'll start going through excuse me, the bits and bobs that are in here. Excuse me using the chopping board. I am gonna join the gang and get a craft board with the little squares on it to show how big things are. But for the moment, this is the best that I can offer. So we'll start over here. We'll start from the top and work our way down, or start from the top here and work our way in. So first thing, a little pair of tweezers. I keep them on this thing. A lot of people cut this little key hook out. I did consider that. I cut the label out up here because that was just a pain in my neck. But I use this for the little tweezers. You're gonna focus. These are not Uncle Bill's. I think it's Uncle Bill makes the sliver grippers. These are just a little knockoff pair. Cost me about £2, and they've done the trick so far. Used them a couple of times. They've come in quite handy. Put those there. Might have to move these things around because I've got a huge amount of space. Next, it's a bit of a classic, isn't it? Just some small, there we go, smallish zip ties, or they are small zip ties. They just come in handy for all sorts of things. The last thing that I used those for, I busted a finger. I didn't actually break it, but used a couple of those to hold my fingers together. Not too tight, guys, because you will cut off your circulation and possibly could damage yourself. So just be careful if you're doing that. But they are handy little things to have. This little doofer here is lighter flints. Again, let me just see if I can make that focus. There we go. There's only one in there at the minute. I have refilled a couple of lighters recently, and you'll see in a minute why I keep those with me. Then last thing at the front on this side, it's just a space pen, Fisher space pen. Oh, I think everyone knows what that is. Writes in space, upside down, underwater, all the rest of it. Useful to have a writing implement. Put that up there. Then go across to this side. I generally keep a lighter in there. I am a dirty smoker, so this is one that was a gift a friend of mine brought me back from a recent trip to Amsterdam. With these ones, and this goes back to the flints there, you can take this middle portion out where the flint is, and you can unscrew the white bit, pull the spring out, pop a new flint in if it goes, and away you go again. Don't need to get a new lighter. So I just quite like that. And that little pokey device can come in handy as well for various different tasks. Excuse me. I haven't got COVID, I've just got a bit of a tickly throat at the moment. Then moving across to this side here, giant paper clip. To be honest, I've not actually found the use for this yet. But it's in there nonetheless, doesn't weigh anything, doesn't take up any space, and it may come in handy one day, who knows. Put that in there. So try and keep these things neat and organised. Then this is a bit of an urban pocket organiser, if you will. I'm not going to unwrap these actually. It's just charger cables. I'm an Android user, so it's an Android cable, and you know, just essential these days, isn't it, really, to make sure you've got enough juice in your device. Then we've got the Swiss Army knife compact. Focus. There we go. I've stuck a little bit of tape on it because this was a present from my mum, and she got my name engraved on it. So let's have a look. Can we pop that up there? There we go. So I've just covered my name over there. I will probably give it away at some point, but honestly, EDC will do for now. And next one is just another cable. This is a mini USB. Because I use Bluetooth headphones and they are only chargeable via mini USB, which is a little bit inconvenient. I'd like to try and find one that I can use the Android cable with, but for now they're fine. They're only 20 quid, and they've lasted me for the last 6 months, so I thought they would have died by now. Then talking about headphones, just a spare pair of headphones, that's all. They're just the standard ones that come with your Samsung phone, so they can go down there. Then flop that out of the way, come back up here, and pretty standard I think for these packs. Sharpie, just writes on everything, doesn't it? Really handy little device to have. Let's pop that one over here. Still see that? Yeah. Then got another little, Oh, space pen's trying to get kicked out of shot. Another Sharpie, but this is a fine point. So again, maybe a little bit of a neater writing pen, that one. Pop those two together there. Then in the back here, this is what gives quite a lot of the chunkiness of this case, is a battery pack. I just find it really handy. It's my first time using this. I'm calling it a quad pod rather than a tripod. Quad pod has got 4 legs rather than 3. Just knocked it up in the back garden yesterday. Just to have a battery pack is so handy. This little one I think is 10,000 milliamps, and that gives you 3 or 4 charges from full. So handy to have, especially with the Bluetooth headphones and the phone knocking about as well. So I'll just pop that one down there. Still see that. Okay, what else we've got in the back here? Oh, another classic bit of Write in the Rain type paper. It's not official Write in the Rain, it's just again a knockoff one, but doesn't really matter. No, it was cheaper, so that's why I got it. It works it works as well. I've tested that out in the garden. As you can probably tell, I am English, so we get plenty of rain over here with which to test these things. Then on this side, again, another little bit of a classic, the Stanley screwdriver, pen type one. There we are, and it gives you the flathead and then the Phillips, and you can change these around, and it's got the other on the other end, just a little slightly different size to the sorry, get a bit of focus, to the other end. They click in, use that a few times, use that to adjust a computer monitor shortly before I was sent home from work about 6 months ago, and so that has come in handy occasionally. That one doesn't get a ton of use. I said I'm a dirty smoker. Oh dear, we've had one of those fall out. I have to resecure that. But I am trying to get myself onto an e-cig, so it's just some e-cig coils there. What else have we got? Plastic baggie, just come in handy sometimes. You need to keep something watertight, throw it in there, throw it in your bag, and it's just a handy little thing to have with you. What else we got? A few little bits of medicine in there, just some cocodamol, painkillers, more of the same. As I said, I've got a bit of a tickly throat, so these come in handy. Little Lemsips, cold and flu, throw a bit of boiling water on it. I generally will put a couple of sweeteners in there as well. I just think it makes it taste a hell of a lot nicer. Pop those on there. What have we got? Oh, a little plaster, a couple of plasters as well. I think that might be your lot. So yeah, that's your lot in there. It's not absolutely extensive. It's not a bug out bag. It's not a get home bag. I work maybe 30 miles away from where I live. So if I can't drive home, if I can't get the train or a bus home, then it wouldn't be the absolute end of the world if I had to walk. 30 miles is a pretty long way to walk in a day, for a fat bastard like me anyway. But you know, if I had to stop off somewhere, then I'm sure there would be a hotel or a bridge that I could camp under, start a fire if I needed to, process some materials if necessary. You're not going to be batoning through logs with a Swiss Army knife, obviously, but if you absolutely had to, you can use Swiss Army knife quite easily as a camp knife. I think any Boy Scout will tell you that. So yeah, this is just little bits and bobs that I've found come in handy in my day-to-day life. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, pop a like on it. As I say, I think I'm going to do a pocket dump as well over the next couple of days, just to show you guys what I'm carrying on my keys, wallet, watch, etc. So you know, if there's anything else that you want to see, if you've got any thoughts on this video or any of my others, if you've watched this one, please feel free to have a look at the other two that I've made. This is my third one. Excuse me. Hopefully I'll have less of a frog in my throat next time round, so I apologise for the coughing and clearing of my throat. I don't yet know how to edit videos. That's something I'm going to look into. So I've done my first few just all in one take, so warts and all. But anyway, as I say, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, pop a like on there. And if there's anything you want to ask, anything you want to know, or anything you want to see, then pop us a message on there as well. If not, take care, have a good day. Cheers guys.